What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes, and this is breaking news. Alex Mashinsky from Celsius has resigned. Now, I know many people have probably been saying it's been too long since that was to happen, right? It should have happened a lot sooner. You know, there's all these rumors that he was trying to flee the country and everything like that. But look, at the end of the day, he has stepped down. Look, I always hate these statements afterwards that they make. I know he has to say something, but when he's like, I'm very sorry about the difficult financial circumstances members of our community are facing, that doesn't cut it, right? I mean, if you guys don't know Celsius and the situation around is I mean, look, it was one of the most popular, if not the most popular, crypto exchange platform in existence, right? So it was founded in 2017. And as the article states, he was a rising star in the crypto lending space. They had almost 2 million customers and 25 billion in assets under management, and they were giving almost 1 billion in interest. Just earlier this year was what was happening. So a large sum of interest was being given out. They had percentages up to about, I believe, in the 6% range for Bitcoin, between 5 and 5.5 or so for ETH as well. And it was very lucrative. It was very attractive, and it was supposed to be very safe. Alex Mashinsky was everywhere. He was at every conference and every interview. You know, you say crypto and DeFi and you have Alex Mashinsky there, whatever the case is. And so, I mean, just a rock star in the space. And so, unfortunately, you know, when things went sideways, they had a balance sheet gap between their assets and their liabilities, basically, of $2.85 billion, almost $3 billion that they could not cover. And here in Canada, there's actually, which was news to me when this happened, was Quebec Pension Fund. They lost pretty much their entire investment through Celsius. And apparently the Celsius co-founder Daniel Leon here declared that his equity was worthless in court. So right now they're still going through bankruptcy proceedings, and hopefully clients are going to get something back. I don't know if they'll get everything back, but something. A good friend of mine actually has his, you know, a good chunk of his on there as well. So, you know, I'm hoping for him and everyone else that happens. For me, whew, I can breathe a sigh of relief a little bit. Strictly luck. I had the majority. Actually, at that time, I think I had all of my crypto on the exchange there. And I think now I ended up with just maybe $200 that was on there. And I actually just moved it for different reasons. I didn't like something that they did on the platform that was not about, you know, I couldn't take my money. Just an actual feature of the platform. And thankfully I took it off. But look, you always hear about anyone that's been in the space for a while that says, you know, not your keys, not your crypto, right? So don't give it to anybody to custody. You don't want to put your assets in where somebody else essentially has control. If you don't have the private keys, they do for those wallets and for those assets. And so they can do whatever they want with them. They can lend them out, they can lock them up, and they can freeze your accounts, just like Celsius did when things were happening. And they wanted to stop withdrawals. They could do all those things because you don't have control. You want to maintain self-custody. So whether that's a Ledger or a Trezor or some other cold wallet, that's the absolute safest way you can go, that you own and control your financial destiny through those assets and through those platforms. So you always hear about it. I always heard about it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I can get 4%, 5%, 6%. You start doing the math. But I'll tell you right now that the great equalizer here is when that math goes to zero because of some things that happen in Celsius. And it doesn't even have to go bankrupt. They could just decide to freeze your accounts, suspend it, or just say you can't withdraw. They're in total control. They own your crypto. Do not keep your assets. At least do not keep the bulk of your assets. If you want to play around, that's no problem. You want to get a little bit of interest here, do some testing here, or just playing with some certain features on a platform. Nothing wrong with that. It's when you start putting the bulk or the majority of your crypto wealth on one particular exchange, you're looking to get burnt real bad. And so that was a scary moment for me. and unfortunately for many others, they're caught in it. And look, I just hope they get everything back. So is this a good news? Is this good news for Celsius and the hearings? I don't know. I don't know what that's going to do in terms of actual outcome for the customers, in terms of their assets that have been kind of screwed up in this whole thing. So we'll wait and see. Here's the thing. I don't think his reputation can recover from this. I don't know. I mean, there are many individuals who've gone to jail, not saying that he is, but gone to jail, done some horrible things, and then 10 years later they become superstars. So it is possible, just in this space being so new. I mean, he caused a lot of damage, not just even from Celsius, but from the whole crypto ecosystem. And it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, for him to kind of shed this taint that is now on him because of everything that happened with Celsius. So we'll see, but I wanted to bring that to you guys here. Pretty big news, and we'll see if he starts popping up more later on, just to kind of give his side of things, if there is a side. But let's see what happens. Stay tuned, guys. All right. See you in the next video.